Hey YouTube, this is what got first today in our locals tournament. It is Metaphys. Go ahead.
Alright, so Metaphys, banish archetypes. The whole shenanigans is you banish them during the next standby phase to start doing their effects. Really great when going against most decks that have you go second. So, main monster in the deck is Metaphys Ragnarok. It is a worm tuner. Its effect is banish the top 3 cards of your deck. It gains 300 for every Metaphys that hits, so it can get up to 2,400. Then when it does battle damage, you can special summon a level 5 or higher Metaphys from your deck to the field, which will then start activating those level 5 or higher effects. 2 decoy dragons. It's a pendulum, sort of a defensive monster. It's a pendulum effect and its monster effect are the exact same, so you can put in either one and it does the same thing. If your opponent targets a monster for attack, banish it. Banish, special summon a Metaphys that was banished or in your graveyard to the field. It causes a replay of attack and all that. Next standby phase, if this card was banished, special summon it, so just by doing its effect, it gets to come back to the field. 2 Metaphys Daedalus. Its effect is when it's special summoned by a Metaphys monster, so Ragnarok or Decoy. It banishes all other special summon monsters on the field except itself. And if it's banished, the next standby phase, shuffle it in the deck to banish a different Metaphys. They're really good at cycling themselves that way. Metaphys Tyrant. When this card is special summoned by a Metaphys, it is unaffected by trap effects, and it can attack a monster. It can attack twice if it destroyed a monster first. If it's banished, shuffle it into the deck to special summon another Metaphys from your hand. Again, pull out any of these through their effects. 3 Metaphys Nephys. If this card is special summoned by a Metaphys monster, banish all specifically set spells and traps on the field. And if this card is banished next standby phase, shuffle it into the deck and search out any Metaphys card from your deck. Not just monsters. It's the main search engine for this deck. All the monsters that aren't Metaphys cards now. DD Patrol Plane. If this card is banished during the end phase, banish a card from hand, field, or graveyard to special summon an attack position, so I can cause any of my Metaphyses or any other cards I have to start doing their effects also.
So yeah, there's no way I'm winning this at all.
2 Dimension Shifters. Discard it, banish any card sent to the graveyard to the end of the next turn is banished. It's just great to slow down your opponent if they start sending stuff to the graveyard. 2 Aloof Lupine. Its main focus is to unbrick your hand. If you normal summon it, banish as the cost 1 card from your hand. Banish 1 from your deck of the exact same type. And if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard or is now banished, add any banished card to your hand. You can use, and its effect is not one or the other. You can use them both at the same turn. 2 Necrophase, just a staple banished decks. If it's normal summon, shuffle all banished into the deck, gains 100 for each, and if it's banished, banish top 5 cards. Just great to also help get through bad hands. Then the last 2 monsters are Ash Blossom, just standard meta thing you would run by now. Spells. 3 Asim Metaphys. When this card is activated, you can, once per turn, banish a Metaphys card from hand to draw a card. So again, it helps unbrick your hand. Then also, it applies these effects depending on whose turn it is when a Metaphys is banished. All non-Metaphys monsters lose 500 attack and defense when it's my turn. And if it's my opponent's, it changes all the battle positions. Soul Absorption. When a card is banished, it gains 500. I gain 500 life points for each card banished. If I ever have this out before I start doing any of my plays, I just start getting massive amount of life points. Dimensional Fissure, just a banishment staple. Gold Sarcophagus. I can banish any of my Metaphys, start doing their things. Banish Necrophase, banish more cards. Left Arm Offering helps me pull out any of the spells I might want. And also banishes the Metaphys or other cards in my hand. Metaphys Factor, once per turn, has my normal summons. I can normal summon a level 5 or higher Metaphys, but it's banished during the next end phase without tribute. And then the second effect is what makes it great, is your opponent can't activate effects in response to any Metaphys monster's effects. So no Solemns, no Ashes, none of those can happen if it's on the field. Pot of Extravagance, just draw if I have my first hand. 2 trade-ins for more draw. Discard Tyrant Dragon or Nephys to draw 2 cards. Cosmic Cyclone, just for spell removal. Sacred Sword of 7 stars, banish a level 7 from my hand, or face up on the field to draw 2 cards. It's great for getting Daedalus out. Raigeki for breaking boards if I need to. 2 Metaphys Dimension. If my opponent special summons, I can special summon any banished Metaphys to the field, but it's banishing the next end phase. Now, this doesn't activate any of their monster summoning effects, but it still activates Ragnarok's effect, so that goes into its second effect. If a Metaphys card is banished, banish 1 card in the field. So your target would be Ragnarok, summon it out, and then you get to banish 1 card in the field. Trap Trick, banish a normal trap. It will then set that same normal trap to your field. That's just really good. You can activate during that turn. 3 Premature Return in case I need to get defenses on the board and I don't have monsters that I can normal summon that turn, or if I want to banish Necroface and start doing its action. And then 3 Metaphys Ascension. This card has 2 effects. It is also a target for Trap Trick. One, if I activate it, discard 1 Metaphys, draw a card, then banish a Metaphys from my deck. Or if it's banished, I can add any Metaphys card from deck to hand. Extra deck. 1 Topologic Zerberus is just if I have Decoy Dragon just got banished, I can then summon it next to its arrows to banish the entire field. Nightmare Cerberus and Nightmare Phoenix, just spell and monster removal. IP Masquerena in case I want to disrupt that way. 2 Invoked Mechaba and 2 Invoked Caliga. Those are extravagance fodder, and I was also contemplating doing invocations in this, potentially. It might work. 2 Metaphys Horus, because if I synchro summon it, it can actually pop both of its effects. The effect monster 1, target 1 card on the field, negate its effects, because the effect monster would be Ragnarok. And then I would use Decoy Dragon as the Pendulum, which makes my opponent give me one of their monsters. Babuska the Terribly Tired Tapir, just maybe stall. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, because it's a level 8 synchro, might as well have it in there.
I think I already used that.
Borlow Dragon, just to get over things that have high attack, and also prevent them from doing effects. Borload Savage, in case I do any of these link summons and I want to set up a board to stop monster effects. Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Just really good banish card. You get to, if you destroy a monster, banish a card, make it gain attack, or next turn it can do 2 attacks. It's also only link 3, and if I use any of my Daedalus, Tyrant, or Nephys, it also can't be targeted by card effects and can't be destroyed by card effects.
Okay.
And then for side deck, I only side decked against Mystic Mind today. So most cards in there are for Mystic Mind, so Macrocosmos as a secondary dimensional fissure in case I think I need a second one. Grand Maju in case I just need to get over a really high attack monster they have that's unaffected by card effects. Eater of Millions to get past things that can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. Honest in case I need to get past high attack monsters also. Giant Rex just to get a body on the board. A 3rd Dimension Shifter, just in case I feel like putting it in there to maybe try to get more. I might just put it in there after today, not ever seeing it once.
No defense mode at all.
Waterfall of the Dragon Souls. Its effect is I can add any worm type from my deck to hand. They're all worm types. Metaphys monsters, or I can send worms from my hand or field to the graveyard to draw that many cards. 2 Full Cult Cannons for more spell removal, specifically against Mystic Mind. 2 Typhoons, more spell and trap removal. 2nd Cosmic Cyclone. 2 Unending Nightmares. So again, more just this is all focused around Mystic Mind because I don't like when I have to go against it. And Card of Sanctity. This is just to clear out my field and also banish all my cards in my hand and field if I have more Metaphyses. Draw 2 cards.
Take the card you
All right.
throw it where it should have.
Thank you.